What's up, y'all? First and foremost, all praise goes to the Most High, of course, God Almighty. You know, for those of you that do listen and learn over the years or however long I do this, don't thank me. Thank God. I'm just a messenger. So today, or tonight, I'm going to be doing a reaction video. And I do not own the rights to this video I'm about to play. I'm not even going to play the entire video. I'm only going to do like the first half. The channel is called SONTUNGNGUYEN. I'm not even going to attempt to pronounce that because I'm probably going to mess it up. But, you know, if I'm going to react to these videos, at least I could do is name the channels because, you know, get them views. And I don't want them to think that, oh, I'm trying to get content from them. No, it's just a lot of channels that do stories like this. It's so easy to react to these videos based on the type of content I want to do. See, here's the thing. A lot of American men suffer from a condition called Manjinas. And today is going to be an example of that. Like, the amount of disrespect and bullshit this man went through. Like, you got to be super insecure, super feminine, and, like, to the point where you don't love yourself at all if you were willing to put up with some shit like this for a year, bro. And literally the first offense, bro, I would have left. This woman would have had to get the fuck up out my house after. Dang, I need to not curse. At least say the F word. But this woman would have had to get up out my house after the first instance. Just listen to this.
Glass. A real man would fight for me, she had said, her eyes cold, laced with contempt.
That's manipulation that only simps fall for.
That sentence still reverberates in my mind. The final...
Look, I'm not fighting for a relationship, bro. If I, you know, go to another country, a country that respects men, and get a woman out there, a good woman, and then her family just, you know, maybe don't like me or something because I'm from somewhere else, and pull some, you know, petty stuff, and then I have to fight for our relationship, or just something random like that. That's fighting for a relationship I will do, but... Bro, I'm not fight. If the woman is the reason I have to fight for the relationship, the woman has to go. There's too many beautiful women in this world to put up with bullshit, bro.
In a symphony of manipulation that had transformed what once felt like love into psychological warfare. Looking back, I can pinpoint the exact moment the control began.
I can pinpoint the exact moment of this video that your ass should have left her. But instead... it's about 17 minutes of this talking, of you going through bullshit because you didn't leave her the first time you should have.
During some anniversary dinner or milestone celebration, but on an otherwise ordinary day. I had come home beaming, eager to share news of my promotion, expecting excitement, maybe even pride. Instead, she barely looked up from her phone. "That's nice," she murmured dismissively. My ex would have been made partner by now.
And that's exactly when she could have got out of my house. Because that's a boundary crosser right there. Bruh. Let me tell y'all this. I already said in my first video, I'm in my own lane, bro. I'm not competing with other men. I don't feel threatened by a woman's ex. But for her to even compare me to her ex, it's a respect thing. Like, that's disrespectful as F, bruh. Do not compare me to your ex. Like, it's not finna hurt me. I don't care about your opinion at all. Because you could be single and get out of my house, and then I just go about my life. But I'm gonna have these type of conversations with one woman at the beginning. Like, don't bring up your ex around me, little bro. Don't even try it. Because you can leave. You obviously still thinking about, oh, he on your mind? Oh, your ex would have did this? All right, why don't you go back to your ex then? Because I'm not him. I'm him, you know.
Was the first comparison, but certainly not the last. I brushed it off, thinking it was a careless remark, an isolated lapse in judgment. But as months passed,
Manjinas.
the comparisons became more frequent, more deliberate. My successes were constantly measured against an impossible standard. Her friends' partners, high-profile executives, fictional characters from the romance novels she adored. Nothing I did was ever enough. "If you really loved me," she would say, her voice dripping with feigned disappointment, always followed by some unspoken expectation I had failed to meet. The manipulation escalated gradually, creeping into every corner of our lives. She engineered situations designed to provoke jealousy, casual yet calculated flirtations, an ever-present phone in her hand, message...
Hey, let's get something else straight, y'all. That's another boundary crosser right there that this man should have left. Bruh. If a woman even look at a man, if my woman look at another man the wrong way and lick her lips, and I think she's flirting or effing this dude with her eyes or something, bro, she can go with him. You're not finna... It has nothing to do with, you know, hurting my feelings or my pride or, oh, you think he's better than me or some stupid shit like that. No, bro. It's a respect thing, bro. For me to be monogamous and settle down with a woman, that is a sacrifice to me. So if I'm finna sacrifice all that, then she gotta have certain qualities that I'm finna expect. And one of those qualities is going to be respect. I'm gonna expect respect, bro. And you're not finna be flirting with other men around me. You can just leave. I'm not finna argue. I'm not finna fight. But here's another thing. If you that simpish and that in love and that pee-whipped over a woman that you can't leave her after all this, at least you could do is put her in check for her disrespectful behavior, bro. Why are you sitting just being a doormat for her? Like, man, will just sit there and take this bullshit. Even when I was a beta male / simp, I still didn't put up with bullshit with women, bro.
From male colleagues at odd hours. One evening, she left her phone unlocked, a flirty exchange lingering on the screen. When I asked about it, she didn't...
I'm finna just start counting every single time I would have left. That's already 3 times I would have left if I didn't already leave the first 2.
Deny it. Instead, she smiled. Good. You should be worried. It means you still care. Her behavior at social events grew
4.
bolder. At a company dinner, she lavished attention on my supervisor, laughing a little too enthusiastically,
5.
touching his arm just enough to be noticed, just enough to make sure I was watching. That night, when I confronted her about the spectacle she had made of herself, she blinked at...
Bro, then you confronting her. Well, he was probably like, baby, like, you know it hurts my feelings when you touch and flirt with other men. I don't like when you do that. That's probably how he sounded. And again, I'm not putting this man down. I'm just being honest, bro. Like, you gotta be a special type of insecure in yourself to put up with this type of disrespect, bro. Like, I honestly hope, because I know the title, based on the title, he ended up leaving her. I'm not finna go through the whole story. I already told you what the channel was called. So, you know, I hope this man learned from this and better his life. But for this particular situation, bro, I'm on his ass.
Feigning innocence. Embarrassment, she echoed. I was just being friendly. Unless,
6.
Were you embarrassed
That's bullshit.
Because he gave me the attention you don't?
That's 6 times I should have
I tried to
left.
explain that her behavior had crossed the line. Her expression dark...
So if her behavior crossed the line, why is the video at 2 minutes and 30 seconds, but it took you about till the 17-minute mark to leave? She ain't crossed no damn line, bruh. When you tell a woman some shit like that, bro, you gotta go through with it. That's like imagine actually putting your woman on ice or telling her if she do this, you're done. And then she does it, and then you're not done. That's almost worse than just being a doormat. Because now she calling your bluff like, oh, this weak dude he not finna stick to his promises. Of course, she gonna get more disrespectful.
And in an instant,
And people probably gonna be like, oh, why you're not on the woman? The woman's in the wrong in this situation. This man did nothing but be good. He wasn't be good. This man did nothing but be a doormat, bro. And like I said, the woman is for the streets. A woman like this, obviously, is the type of woman that should have just been passed around somewhere at a bar or something. This is not a type of woman that any man that cared anything about himself should be cuffing. But yet, simps do for some reason. Probably because she was beautiful and funny. That's the main thing I hear when simps fall in love.
"You're just insecure," she snapped. "A real man wouldn't feel threatened. Maybe I need someone who isn't so
she
weak."
lied and snapped.
But the most revealing
That's 7
moment
times I
came
would've
at
left.
a neighborhood barbecue. I was manning the grill when I realized she was nowhere to be found. After searching for nearly 30 minutes, I found her in a secluded corner of a neighbor's garden, standing far too close to a man I had never seen before.
That's 8.
When she noticed me, she didn't...
That's 8 disrespectful things. I would have left her times 8 by now. I would have left after the very first thing. But I'm going to keep counting because he stayed.
Flinch or step away. She simply turned and introduced him as an old friend, her posture daring me to react. That night, she studied me as I silently prepared for bed. "You didn't say anything when you saw us together," she remarked, her voice dripping with provocation.
9. The audacity of her to sit there and get mad at you for not reacting and her toxicity. That's a 9. I would have had to leave. She should have been apologizing to you like, "I promise I'll never do it again, bro." But since you don't stand up for yourself, she has no reason to.
"Do you care who I talk to? Don't you care about me at all?" I told her that...
If I was goofy enough to stay this long, at this point I would have said, "No, get out of my house." Tell that man, "Hey, did you get his number? Text him and tell him to come pick you up. You know, look, I'll help you pack your shit, you know. I ain't gonna be, mean and evil and yell and scream and be like, F this B and all this." No, I'm just be like, "Look, love, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a damn what you do now. You just let me help you pack your shit, though."
Respect meant...
I lost count. I think I'm at 9.
Hitting a scene. She cut me off. "No, it means you don't value me enough to fight for
Cutting, bro. 10 and 11. Because you keep saying that goofy, you should be fighting for me, bro. Stop saying that. If a woman says that to me, bro, I'm turned off. That's 10 and 11. The 10, bro, if a woman cuts off her man, she ain't, if your woman ever cut you off, bro, she not into you, dog. You gotta, bro, that's disrespect. Don't cut me off. Now, I won't leave my woman straight up for something like that. I'll probably check her the first time she do it. But if she make it a habit, bruh, eventually she gonna have to go. But if my woman has been doing similar, at least even half, if she did 5% of the shit that this woman did, and then had the audacity to cut me off, if I was goofy enough to stay after all that, she would have had to go. So that we had 11.
A real man would have made it clear that I was taken. As she rolled over in bed, I lay awake.
She just want to start
staring
drama.
into the darkness, finally seeing the truth. She wasn't searching for love or respect.
This is the part of the video when I was like, okay. Because when I was watching this, I was like, I know I want to react to it, but let me see how far it gets for me to react before, he leaves. Because I said when he finally leaves, I'm going to stop talking about it. Because I want to talk about the stuff that he shouldn't have done. Because I already told you it's a happy ending. She left and ended up regretting, everything. So, again, go watch the video. But at 3 minutes and 46 seconds, I'm like, okay, I may not get much content out this video, which I'm already at 14 minutes. So I actually did. But, bro, this is one of the situations where he's like, oh, this is when I realized she wasn't shit. Yet I stayed for another 8-9 months. I don't feel bad for you at this point, bro. Like, this is your fault at this point.
She was addicted to validation, craving proof of devotion through jealousy and possessiveness. The very behaviors I considered toxic, she romanticized. And in that moment,
And yet you stayed.
I understood that we had irreconcilable definitions of
and yet
love,
you stayed.
of loyalty, of what it meant to be a partner.
And yet you stayed.
Over the following weeks, the games...
That's what I was like, after that part, he said over the following weeks, I was like, wait, what? You didn't leave after that? Bruh. This one of the man, this one of them Bob the Builder type simps. Can we fix it? No, bruh. You need to leave.
Flirtations turned into something crueler, more deliberate.
I lost count again. I think I'm at 11.
Began coming home late, vague about where she
12.
had been, who
13.
she had been with. The perfume lingering on her skin wasn't hers.
14.
A detail she ensured I would notice, daring me to question it. When I finally asked about her...
You came home late. You would have had to go. Well, I forgot, bro. She doing so much, I'm forgetting. One, she had on a different perfume that obviously wasn't hers. She would have had to go. And I forgot the other one. Let's go.
Late nights. She turned the conversation against me with practiced ease. Are you monitoring my schedule now?
15.
I didn't realize I'd married my father. She tilted her head, eyes glinting. Maybe if our home life was more exciting,
that's really 16.
I wouldn't need to find entertainment elsewhere.
All right,
the implication hung between...
All right, I'll be a little bit too harsh on her. That's 15. We ain't gonna count that one as a whole one. That's still like a half, though.
Shifting the blame from her suspicious behavior to my supposed failures as a husband. Then came the messages, bold, unhidden. She no longer concealed her phone from my view. Instead, she seemed to enjoy my discomfort when a notification would light up the screen. Once, I
16.
caught a glimpse of a message. Can't wait to see you again tomorrow.
17.
Our eyes met. She didn't look guilty. She looked satisfied.
This is another part of the video where I was like, okay, this is when he finally came to his clarity. No.
Aren't you going to ask who that was? She taunted, almost disappointed when I remained silent. Most husbands would be interrogating me right now. When I told her I trusted her...
That's 18. I'm tired of her saying stupid shit like that.
Trust is just another word for indifference. You don't care enough to fight for what's yours.
That's 19. She keeps saying that, bro.
Pictures of
every time she brings up, if you really cared for me, then you would fight for the shut the bro, I'm trying not to say the F word. Shut up. Get out of my house. I done lost count again. I'm on 18.
Restaurants I'd never been to with people I had never met. Not blatantly inappropriate, but suggestive
19.
enough to raise questions. My phone buzzed with concerned messages from mutual friends, each one another twist of the knife. At a family gathering, she dropped a bombshell casually. "Oh, we won't be able to make it to your birthday dinner," she told my cousin. "We'll be away that weekend." Except there were no plans. When I
That's 20. You're not finna be making plans. Like, the type of relationship I'm gonna be in, I'm gonna be the breadwinner of my own house. And she gonna be pretty much, all she gotta do is cook clean, take care of the animals, take care of the garden, do whatever I need, make my life easier while I work and pay the bills. So, with that being said, you not finna be making any damn plans without consulting me first. I'm not saying she can't make plans. Well, she ain't gonna be having no girls' nights or girls' trips either, though. She want to make plans. We can make plans, darling. All you got to do is just go talk to me about it. For one, you're not finna go behind my back. Oh, wait. That's 20 and 21. Because not only did she go behind his back, but she's doing a girls' trip or girls' night out. My woman won't be doing all that. I mean, she can if she wants. She just won't be my woman anymore. She'll be for the earth.
Later,
we're at 21.
She feigned innocence. Did I not tell you? I made these plans weeks ago.
She's lying.
It's not my fault if you don't pay attention when
20,
I talk to you.
That's 22.
The gaslighting was relentless.
That's really 23, but I'm going to just say 22.
Made. She rewrote them in real time, leaving me questioning my own memory. Eventually...
So, she's already done 22 things. I've excused a couple of things. I should have counted them as halves. So we should really be on like 23 and a half. The video was only we only had 6.5 minutes, bruh. Hold on. We finna have to do a part 2. This video is getting way too long. We still got 10 minutes of bullshit, bro. This is a whole other level of I don't love myself, so I'm gonna just be a doormat. Like, I'll be back.